Hello, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It's another day, and we have another scholarship. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Where have you been? There are lots of fully funded scholarships on this channel from different countries from around the world. So look around and make sure you subscribe. And of course, if you're returning, thanks for the constant support. And I hope you get a scholarship sooner than later. Today, we're going to the US at Northwestern University in search of, as usual, master's and PhD opportunities. So the application window for the US is about to open. So usually early September, a number of universities will start accepting applications. So I'm giving you a heads up to start applying as soon as possible or start put your documents together as soon as possible to apply immediately the application window opens. So you make all your contacts, ask all your questions, make all your clarifications before the application window opens. And I'll be talking you through the application fee waivers you've seen here already, the English language test waivers, application fee waiver, and the different funding opportunities at the different departments of this university. So there are lots of juicy, generous funded opportunities here for mostly PhD, but for some masters as well. And the good thing is that you can move directly from a BSc straight to a PhD without even doing a master's. So usually in the US, PhDs are funded more than masters. And the good news is, as I said a few seconds ago, you can move directly from a BSc to a PhD in one of these courses listed here. So let us begin without any further delay. So let's go to the English language test. You know, a number of universities would ask international students to take the English language test, either the TOEFL or the IELTS. So there's good news. You do not need to take the exam if you study in an English language majority country or if English language was the language of instruction of your bachelor's degree. So you can see this section here on language test. There are lots of prompts here, and if you just go down here to read this one, the question here, you get the reply straight away. I am in the process of completing my degree from an English speaking institution. Do I need to submit a TOEFL score? TOEFL, by the way, is one of those English language exams. And it says here that if you are in the process of earning a degree from an institution where the primary language of instruction is English, you do not need to submit a TOEFL score. So that's clear. But you have to get that degree before you enroll at this university, Northwestern. So if you have your degree already from an English speaking institution or where English was the language of instruction, you get a waiver. You do not have to submit any of those English language tests. No IELTS, no TOEFL. So that's wonderful news. What about application fees? Let's talk about this. So this website is yet to be updated. As I said, the application window has not yet opened, but it would open soon. So I'm just whetting your appetite, getting you prepared for this opportunity. So it says here that it will open soon. Fine. It has not been updated yet, so we're waiting for the update. And the application fee is $95. But you can get a waiver. So these are the different people, categories of people eligible for a waiver if you're domestic applicants or a US citizen. But I guess a number of you are international students. So are there waivers for international students? Remember, the site has not been updated yet, but this is the information as at the last application window. So there's good news. It was last updated in December 2022. So I hope it gets updated soon as well. And the application waivers for international students, but they are limited. And that's why this video is very important to get you alert and waiting and being the first to get the application fee waivers immediately the application window opens. So usually the courses are accepting applications in early September, first week or second week of September. So I want you to take advantage because they are limited. You can see the limited number of application fees for international students. So for now, as you can see, unfortunately, we're no longer giving, this is for the last intake, of course, they're no longer giving application fees for international students as at those entering 2023. But remember, you're entering 2024, so there is hope. You're just waiting for this website to be updated and jump in there Be the first, be the second, be the third. Just make sure you're among those who get the application fee waivers before the window is closed. So limited, remember that word limited. So you have to work fast and keep your eye on this website, keep your eye on this university and apply as soon as you can. So let's talk about the different courses. Of course, there are numerous courses at Northwestern University. As a matter of fact, I applied to this university 4 years ago ish. Yeah, about 4 years ago, and I was waitlisted. That was about 4 years ago, but I never came back to check whether I was upgraded or not. Wonderful university, by the way. I'll be checking for funded opportunities. So let's see applied physics, for example, and see the benefits they have here. So this is applied physics. Of course, we go to the graduate tab, and then we go to how to apply, and then you get the basic info. That's what you need to put together on how to apply. So they still mention thing about application fees. Remember, we've talked about it already. And I think it was written here. Let me make it bigger. That application fee waivers can be requested from the application website. So it's also another good news. Don't worry, you can still request application fee waivers from the website when the application window opens, of course. And the dates, the opening date is also written here. It is September 6th, 2022. That was for the last intake. Was hopefully when this gets refreshed, probably the same date as well will be here to be likely September 2023. So just stay on this website. September is not too far away. Keep an eye on this website. And these are the application requirements, of course. And for GRE, you can see here that GRE is optional for this course. Of course, check for your own course. It is recommended but optional for this course, Applied Physics. And we've talked already about the English language requirements, the TOEFL or the IELTS, that it is waived for those who studied already in the English language. So that's good news. That's good news. So what about financial support? Financial support. Let's make this bigger as well. So it says here that students receive monthly stipend, paid health insurance, and full tuition scholarships. So more information is provided upon offer of admission to the program. So when you get admitted, monthly stipend, health insurance, full tuition scholarship. So you wouldn't have to worry about anything. They got you covered through and through. Of course, there's a frequently asked question section here where you can get full details about the department. Do you need an advisor? Do you need to contact somebody beforehand? And the documents you need to put in place. Um, what if you're seeking a master's and not a PhD and things like that? Do you need a GRE? I think we've talked about this already. It is optional. Can application fee be waived? So you can see all your questions are answered here. So just look around and navigate the website. And of course, look for the application window when it opens. So let's quickly look for another department. Let's go to something environment, or plant related, or, conservation. Okay, yes, this is a good one. So we have plant biology and conservation PhD. Let's see if the application requirements are similar. So again, we go here, prospective students. Let's see. So these are basic information about the course. And it says here that the application deadline, this has been updated already, is the 1st of December. But it doesn't say whether the application window has opened yet. So let's navigate a little bit more and check for the application window. So this is PhD plant science. So let's go to funding. Let's go to funding and see. Oh, lots of money here. So it says here that all PhD students accepted into the program will be offered a competitive living stipend. This is close to $37,000 a year. That's good. With health insurance, and you wouldn't have to pay any fees. So that's wonderful for 5 years. And these will come in form of fellowships and assistantships. Wonderful funding, wonderful university, very generous. So what's the application process like? So it says here that it would open in fall, or for those applying for fall 2024, the application deadline is on the 1st of December. It doesn't say whether it has opened already, but there's already a deadline here, and there's already a link to apply. So probably it's open for this department. I do not know. You can verify. So now you see the department variations we talked about. One department is saying it has not updated their website yet, and this one is already giving you the deadline for application against fall 2024. So the things you have to put together: the basic documents, the application process. It says here that in the form you have to answer these questions as well, like why are you applying for this course, your future goals, what do you hope to learn, what professors do you want to work with, and so on and so forth. So you can see there's a customized application procedure for this department. So pay attention to your own department, the particular instructions they give you, follow them. Do not say, oh, biology is doing this, let me do that. No, check for your own department. Are you studying biology? No, look towards your own department, please. So let's move forward, shall we? So, of course, the regular documents like your CV, if you do not speak English, the English language test that we saw earlier, recommendation letters as well, and transcript. Some departments will say three, others say two. So, again, pay attention to the departmental variations. Of course, you can check for the timeline and see. Let's see. The timeline takes us to where. Well, the timeline here does actually see about the application timeline, but it's more like the program timeline. But that's fine. For this course, I think it's kind of open because it's saying apply here. We can always check for another one and see. Let us check political science. Why not? I'm a political scientist. This should be like my first point of call. And as I said, I applied to this same course 4 years ago and I was waitlisted. So let's check once again what's going on. Let's say for prospective students, information for prospective students. So this is the information here. If you're interested, read closely. Application procedure. Also read to see. So it's saying the application form will be available on the 12th of September. So for this department, it opens on the 12th of September. And then there is the application fee, which can be waived, by the way. Remember, we said it can be waived. Remember? Yep. And then the documents you have to put in place. Statement of purpose, writing sample. You can see that here. We didn't see that initially in the former department. You can see 3 letters of recommendation, another difference here, and then original transcript. Then it says a deadline of the 9th of December. I think in the last department, that's the plant science, I think we saw 10th, if I'm not mistaken. And now here we're saying 9th. So you see, variations as we talked about. So you can also click another tab. You get the different documents you have to put in place. I like this as well spaced out. You have all the information that you need. The application document, application fee, and it says here that a waiver. To review the criteria for a waiver, click here. So it's possible to get a waiver. It's just a good thing to be reassured that we can get waivers. You can save yourself from spending $95, especially in this harsh inflation economy where money is very hard to get, or where things cost a lot of money. So it's a good thing we have that. And then the normal documents and explanations on what they should entail. For the last application cycle, the GRE wasn't accepted, and I think for this new one, hopefully it also wouldn't be necessary to submit one. And then the TOEFL or the IELTS. Good, the TOEFL or the IELTS. Remember, if you studied already in the English language, you wouldn't need to study or you wouldn't need to take any of these exams. So that's good. Finally, you can also go to the frequently asked questions section to see the different tests. You can see here when is the window going to open, and it says there's in September and gives you the deadline as well and every other thing you need to know. So whether GRE will be accepted, they said it's not required, so that's good. You need to take the English language test if you studied already in the English language. He said no. It's all good news. It's just wonderful. This is a wonderful university, I would say. Everything here is just no, no, you do not need this, you do not need that. That's wonderful news for you. But it means there'll be lots of competition. Since the GRE is waived, the English test is waived, the application fee can also get it waived. It means there'll be lots of applications. And this translates into tight competition. It means you have to put your best foot forward. All your documents should be top notch. Your application form, your CV, your statement of purpose, your recommendation letters, your transcript, everything has to be top notch because there are lots of people applying here, lots of solid applications from around the world. So to beat the competition, you just have to work hard, put in your documents on time, of course, and do your best. And hopefully, by this time next year, we're dancing and shouting your name and congratulating you for your success. So that's it, guys. I hope this was useful. There are numerous other, what they call them, departments here offering different kinds of funding. So we saw politics, we saw, I think, applied physics, we saw plant science as well. So there's lots of money at this university, you can see. Financial support and housing. This is for politics particularly. You can see they receive close to $3,000. 3,000. I hope I didn't say pounds. I mean dollars. I'm the UK, so most times I confuse it with pounds and dollars. So $3,000 um, every month. That's a lot of money to cater for your needs and then pay for your insurance as well. So that's very good. So take advantage of this. It's a wonderful university, highly ranked, Northwestern University. And that's it, guys. I hope this was useful. Fully funded masters and PhD at Northwestern University. Of course, there are many more scholarships already on the channel and many more coming your way. So get prepared, start working towards it. And I hope you get a scholarship as soon as possible. As usual, guys, we cannot wait to celebrate you. Do not forget to subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family members, even your neighbor across the street that it is happening here. Fully funded scholarships from around the world, free guidance, free signposting, free tutorials on how to apply. And I will see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now.